Welcome back to Sojourning Together, a project dedicated to exploring the intersections of faith, mental health, and recovering from this thing called life. I'm Jason, and I'm glad you are back, or you have joined me for the first time. Today I want to talk about a concept that I first learned about in the recovery work that I do, called terminal uniqueness. While it originates in those recovery arenas, it's certainly not exclusive to them. It's a mindset that truly is all over the place, from counseling offices to our homes to our places of business, to our conversations with friends, our politics. That's a dangerous road. But yeah, even our churches. So what is terminal uniqueness? Well, it's this idea that my situation is so different, so unique, that what applies to others can't possibly apply to me. It can sound like, yeah, I know that worked for them, but, my story's different. Or I know that's what Scripture says, but God and I, we have our own thing. In certain ways, it can sound almost noble, right? Faith circle is like, hey, you have this personal relationship with God. In other circles, it can sound like confidence, like a thing like, you got this. It can lead to other realms of hopelessness too, if applied in other ways. But in the end, it's truly a lie that isolates us from community, from healing, and from the truth. And, I do want to take a little bit of an aside and be clear here that word terminal is very, very intentional. In recovery circles, it meant really to die as the result of your disease, of your substance use disorder. It could be, even death by suicide, in my view, is really the end stage of a mental health disease. In our faith journeys, it could be something along the lines of, like, maybe we don't end up in a place in our afterlife where we thought we might end up. Let's be clear. Scripture puts this really, really bluntly. It says in Ecclesiastes 1:9 that what has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. In other words, the human condition, the human experience hasn't changed. The pain, the fear, the joy, the grace, the things that separate or bring us closer to God, our higher power, these things repeat, are consistent across generations. And so are the ways through them. Now, we may feel unique, and to a degree we are, right? We're each beautifully and wonderfully